Hello and welcome to today's cryptocurrency review video where I'm going to talk about an under the radar project that I'm sure you're going to be as hyped as I am about, and that is called Mogwai Coin with the ticker symbol MOG at the moment, because they will be migrating to, of course, the one and only the famous Polkadot ecosystem. And that's right, they're actually building on Substrate and they're integrated into Polkadot JS, the web wallet for Polkadot already. And I really wanted to do this review to basically help you understand what Mogwai Coin is about ahead of the official announcement, which is going to be when they get the Web3 Foundation grant, if they get it, of course. We'll take a look at that in this video, so please stay tuned. But as always, if you're new here, my name is Claudio and this is CryptoChain, the channel where I do crypto news, reviews, tutorials, and interviews. So hit that like button if you enjoyed the video, dislike if you don't, and leave me a comment below telling me what you think. So without further ado, let's get straight into Mogwai Coin, dig deep and find out what it's about, but at the same time to keep it simple for you to understand. Now, as we can see here on CoinGecko, this is Mogwai Coin with the ticker symbol MOG. The market cap is just under $1 million, so it's a very under the radar project. And when you find out the potential with this, you're going to be amazed as I was. And actually was somebody in my community on Telegram that told me about it, so kudos to them for shouting out this project. And then of course I had to do more research to understand what it's about, and the circulating supply is 14.1 million out of 50 million here. But their idea, because we have asked them this on their Telegram group, and again the link can be found in the description of this video to join their Telegram channel, and of course in the pinned comment you can join my Telegram channel to be up to date with all the different news. But to continue on here, so they're actually planning to cap this circulating supply, right? They're going to be doing that. It's going to be 14 million when they move to Substrate, but they're planning to cap it. They don't have any intention to increase it to keep it at 50 million as the max supply. So that's actually really good, because you know what happens with low supply tokens, right? If there's demand, then the price tends to do well, and that's exactly what we want to see. Now, unfortunately, it is only on 2 small exchanges, so hence why I said under the radar. They're not even on MXC yet. There is some plan for them to list on other exchanges, and I am hoping that MXC will be one of them, because we know MXC exchange also supports the DOT ecosystem, so anything that's on Substrate could likely get listed on MXC. Their listing fees are not as high as other exchanges like KuCoin or BitMax. Now, when you actually go to their website here, it takes you to their old website. So you actually need to go to their Twitter page to see the DOT related website, which is the Substrate one. And we're going to take a look at that because they had to rework on their website. But before that, let's take a look at Polkadot JS. So actually anything that's building on Polkadot should be on Polkadot JS, at least when it's on Substrate, because at the end of the day, Substrate is the framework where Polkadot is built onto. So that means that anything that's on here can communicate with the rest of the Polkadot ecosystem. And that means that if you have a wallet, you can share that wallet between Polkadot, Kusama, Chainx, Darwinia, and also DMOG is one of them. But again, they are on testnet at the moment, so you cannot send any tokens here because they haven't launched yet. Their idea is to launch around April, so there's still some work to do, but hence why I said this is under the radar. You need to get these early. If you don't find out about these early, then you're gonna miss the boat. It's as simple as that. Now, if you go to the Polkadot JS wallet here on the top left hand corner, you'll see we've got the live networks, the test relays, and parachains, and then we've got the test network section, and this is where the hidden gems are hiding, because we could see here that DMOG was here the whole time and we didn't pay attention to this, right? And yeah, kudos to the guy in my community who told me about this. So basically, if you go to this to DMOG here, we can see that we are associating our wallet with it. So of course it will show you your wallet. You'll have a public address, but that address is on testnet. So again, please don't send the MOG from the exchange over to this wallet because it's not going to work. You need to download the desktop wallet, which we're going to look at in a moment. Now, to continue on here, let's talk about the Web3 Foundation grant. And this is probably like the biggest, the thing that made me the most hyped about this project, right? The fact that they need to get some funding because they are a small team, and you'll see that when we look at their website, they need to get some funding. So they've actually applied for the Web3 Foundation grant, and you're gonna find out how that works in a moment. But just to give you a quick summary of the Web3 Foundation grant, I know I've done a dedicated video on that where I spoke about Wave 9, which was the latest part of the grant. So basically what the Web3 Foundation does is it funds various startups that require funding in order to hit those milestones, in order to to develop something on Substrate, right? And then of course we can see that it started this back in 2019 with the first quarter. That was wave 1, and then it ended up in wave 9, which was the first quarter of 2021. So that means that startups can now apply for wave 10, which is going to be in the second quarter of 2021. And as you can see here, they've actually submitted an application form on GitHub. It's called the .mog application, which is for wave 10. So what are they actually requesting here? Well, they're going to be providing a BTC or Ethereum address for the payment of the milestones. And you can see here that the total funding that they're looking for is $30,000. That's only their initial grant application, and $100,000 for follow-up grants. So they're not looking for a very large amount of money here at the beginning, right, in order to fund their development. Now, the initial pull request contains only one commit, and of course the grant will be announced once they've successfully delivered the first milestone. Now, if you look here, this is a comment from an employee at the Web3 Foundation. He says, "Thanks for the application. This looks really cool. For this kind of money, I'm definitely happy to support the project. The only real question I have at this point is, why are you applying for a grant? I will add your API to the tech stack and share the application with the rest of the team." So again, it is being reviewed at the moment. So then you could see that this was approved. Okay, then it was merged. So they're saying here, and this was posted 8 days ago, this is actually the CEO, the lead dev. He says, "Thank you for accepting our application. We will start immediately preparing the first milestone for delivery." So that is huge, right? Because basically, if they can actually prove that they can submit that first milestone, then we're going to see the official announcement of the grant when the Web3 Foundation are going to update this Git page with wave 10 for the second quarter of 2021, which is due to start in early April. So not too long to go now, just over 1 month before we're going to see wave 10. And then of course, .mog is going to be placed right in the spotlight. So hence why I'm saying it is a hidden gem at the moment. But without further ado, just to continue on here to talk about the project, because you may be wondering, what is Mogwai Coin? And again, not associated with the Gremlins movie, but Mogwais have been used in the Gremlins, right? If you've watched the Gremlins, the classic movie, you'd know that Mogwai has been is associated to that, but it's also related with this Chinese tradition, apparently, right? If you search on Wikipedia, that's where the Mogwai is actually coming from the Chinese tradition, and hence why the Gremlins movie got that idea from as well. Now, let's go to their website here. So this is mogwaicoin.com. So if you go here, this is their official website, and this is the old version of the website. They have changed it here. So if you actually want to know what is the Mogwai Coin, again, right now, if you decide to buy MOG, DMOG coin, you actually need to download their wallet and send it to the fork of Dash, which is their block. They're on their own blockchain basically, which is the fork of Dash. And you need to wait for the wallet to sync. It's going to take about 3 or 4 hours before the syncing is complete. So you need to be patient. Also, you need to disable your antivirus if you're using, say, Avast or Norton or McAfee or something, because it could potentially block it, or maybe just add a filter to allow this application to run, because it'll need to synchronize the blockchain. So that's just something to keep in mind. That's why it's so slow, right? But once it's synchronized, then you just basically go to receive, you generate your public address, you enter that public address on the withdrawal section of the centralized exchange, and then you just send the coins over to your wallet, and that's pretty much it. Just make sure you back up that wallet by saving the file, which will be generated, because you will need it in the future, of course, when they do the migration to Polkadot, to be able to do that token swap. But basically, let's talk about the game here a bit. So the story of Mogwai guides you into a new world which has been based on cultural and fictional elements, trying to lower the bar for a wider mainstream adoption in blockchain projects. So we've got the Mogwais here, which are part of a game, and we'll look at that on their new website, because this is again the old website, which doesn't have that much information. But if you go to wallets here and you scroll down, you'll actually see the different versions of the wallet that you can download. Again, these are all desktop wallets or laptop too. So if you're on Windows, do download the 64-bit version. Maybe most of you probably have the 64-bit version. If you're using Mac, this, and if you're using Linux, this one. And again, they're telling you which exchanges to use. And again, a link to the exchange, like Cytex, is the one that has the most volume. You can find that in the description of this video. I'd very much appreciate it if you use it. It would help support this channel too. It is a referral link. And you get some commission as well. You get like a reduction in the trading fees if you do decide to use it. So if we go to their Twitter page, you can see that their website is different here. It's .mog.com. This is the new website which we're going to look at, and this is how it looks. So this is the game that they're building. So What is DMOG? Well, it's a substrate-based Unity 3D game. Immerse yourself in the futuristic universe of the Mogwais. Lead them to glory and honor. Experience epic and thrilling adventures and duels. Explore the infinite universe and mysteries. It's probably the first substrate-based Unity 3D game using the open-sourced Substrate 8 API. We bring the functionalities and benefits of this promising technology to a broad audience in a playful and immersive way. Again, you cannot download DMOG because it is in pre-alpha at the moment. It's still in development, so they're probably waiting for the funding. But I think that they're just going to supply the first milestone. They're going to submit that. Once they submit that to the Web3 Foundation, we're going to see more development. So at the moment, they're working hard. The team is not very big, right? It is a small team, so it's just something to keep in mind. Again, you cannot download the game yet, but you will be able to. The idea is that you're going to be able to play this on your mobile too, using blockchain technology. So that's great. There are 97 Mogwais, as you can see here, 147 downloads, a new block every 3 seconds. And basically, what can you do with this in this game? Well, let's take a quick look at the clip here because it will make more sense. So it's basically a role-playing game where you can develop a Mogwai, you can grow it, you can do missions with it, and so on, right? So again, you can see it has skills, it has the health bar there. So it's like your typical game where you're actually doing missions and you're trying to grow your character. And again, they're all going to be non-fungible tokens as well. That's another thing to keep in mind, because we are moving towards that direction. It's all about non-fungibility now. Okay, let's close out of this. So yeah, as you can see here, they are going to be using non-fungible tokens. You can trade Mogwais and their precious goods to become a fortune merchant. You can duel as well. You can duel against other Mogwais. You can explore. You can travel with interstellar spaceships into the vastness of space to unexplored and mythical places and experience exciting and challenging adventures. So that's why the Web3 Foundation are hyped about this as well, because the idea of the game is actually really cool, right? So again, nothing to do with gremlins here. It's just that Mogwais are mythical creatures coming from the Chinese tradition. The Chinese mythology, actually. So look at this. Look, Mogwais are a unique species in the universe and little is known about them. According to the lore from the Chinese mythology, some of them are considered evil beings, but it is believed that this is not true for all of them. By morphing, mating, and training them, you have a unique opportunity to learn more about their true nature and explore their essence. If the Mogwai egg is lovingly cared for and nurtured, one has the unique opportunity to turn their fundamentally evil nature to the positive and transform them into a body-like creature. So yeah, this is pretty cool, right? And then of course you can duel, you can do travel, like I was saying earlier on when we looked at that. Now the next thing I want to talk about here is the FAQ. So what are we going to be using where is the game going to be released on? What is the Mogwai Coin? Okay, so again, they're just reiterating here that it's being forked off Dash at the moment, but they are migrating to Substrate. Okay, so what else do we want to look at here? We want to look at the team. Okay, so here's the team. We've got the lead developer and the founder, Cédric Decoster. He's a creative mind when it comes to instant generating ideas. He has been working for over 15 years as a developer in the financial sector. Cédric gathered a lot of experience in cryptocurrency in the last few years, where he was involved in mining operations and hardware development. He developed a fully autonomous and transparent blockchain lottery and has been known in the AI research community for being the creator of Saberstone, a complete and accurate Hearthstone simulator, which is currently used as a platform for multiple masterworks and AI contests in the artificial intelligence research. That's interesting. So please do more research on this bit here just to make sure that this is legit. As always, you know, I'm not saying it's not, but you should always do more research because it's how it should be. We've got Andre Schneider here, so he's also a co-founder. This guy is also on Telegram, so both of them are on their Telegram page. You can get help from them. For now, they haven't hired many other people to help them because, again, it is a small community as it stands. So you can see here there are other people here. We've got a designer and an illustrator. We've got the 3D and 2D animation generalist here. We've got the C# architecture consultant. So it is a small team and they are hiring, right? You see they've got a vacant spot here for a mobile developer, Rust developer, and once they do that, then it's going to be great. So again, 3D Unity game. And yeah, there's gonna be a token swap, like I said, over to DMOG. They're gonna announce that on their Twitter page, so make sure you follow them on Twitter and also join their Telegram group. I will likely be doing a video with regards to the token swap when it actually happens. But basically, to keep it simple, their idea is that there's going to be a bot. You send the bot your MOG address, of which you can claim the balance and the new .mog address. The bot will send you a message which you'll have to sign with your MOG address. Send the signed message to the bot and you're done. So this is basically how they're going to do it. Again, don't look at this diagram because this seems confusing. Basically, this is how it works under the scene, or under the cover maybe. But the idea is this is how it's going to be done. So yeah, we're going to get more info on the claim process. Again, they are planning, this is Friday when I'm doing this video now, Friday 26th of February, but they are planning on taking a snapshot this weekend. So they're going to announce that. So basically, you need to make sure you have MOG in your wallet ready for the snapshot in order to be able to swap over to DMOG when that's going to happen. So yeah, let me know what you think about this game and the idea of this game. How popular do you think it could potentially be? The fact that they're going to have support from the Polkadot community, because you know they're building on Substrate. As you can see on Polkadot JS, there are just not that many projects here in the testnet section here. The majority of these are the ones that are going to be parachains, the ones that are well known, but this one was pretty much under the radar here, hiding and waiting to be discovered. So without further ado, let me know what you think. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll see you in my next video. Take care. Bye bye.